Welcome to The Wisdom Within Workforce Analytics and Business Intelligence, a panel discussion with leading experts in the fields of workforce analytics and planning. In Part 1, you'll meet our panel as they discuss why workforce analytics is such a hot topic, what HR should watch out for, and areas of focus for business intelligence.
And today we're going to be talking about, as Lori said, it's workforce analytics, it's business intelligence, and I have experts on our panel here. And I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. Scott, I'm going to start with you. If you can tell the audience kind of where you come from, what your industry is, and maybe a little bit about why you think business intelligence is so important.
Thank you, Liz. My name is Scott Pressler, and I'm CEO of US Analytics. We're an Irving, Texas-based firm. We supply solutions and services in the BI and enterprise performance management arena around the country, large and small organizations. Business intelligence has always been important to us and our clients because that's what we've been doing now for over 12 years. It's becoming more so important because of just the overall demand of speed, the data complexities, and the importance of obviously understanding and running your business better on a daily basis.
Ross?
Yeah, hi Lois. My name is Ross Melbourne, CTO and co-founder of Acquire. And Acquire is a workforce planning company. We've got a legacy of visualizing the entire workforce, and we also have a product in the marketplace called Acquire Insight, which is a workforce planning tool that delivers analytics to decision makers.
Okay. And Doug?
Morning, Lois. My name is Doug Reed. I'm the Vice President of HR Operations for CB Richard Ellis. We are a global leader in corporate real estate, facilities, and property management. We're in 60 plus countries worldwide with 33,000 employees. And workforce analytics and really business intelligence is something that's fairly new to us, but ever growing in importance as our business is changing. We're growing, we're expanding into more lines of business, and just getting that raw data and that information is becoming more and more critical.
Excellent, thank you. So we have a wide variety of expertise, which is going to make this applicable to a large audience. One of the things that is interesting to us is how the buzz is increasing, and the excitement about business intelligence and workforce analytics in particular is really in the news a lot more. It's definitely the hot topic that's filling conference rooms when you go to a trade show, etc. There's a lot of talk about getting the right data. Scott, can you talk about why you think this is such a hot topic now?
Well, I think even more so than in the past, results are the most important thing for every organization at every level. And if you don't understand your business, then it's impossible to obviously measure your success. And that's in essence the core of what business intelligence strives to accomplish in the organization. Taking a lot of the raw data sources, the external feeds, blending them together and giving the right data to the right individual at the right time is, again, the cornerstone of what BI tries to do, and it's very important today.
Okay, now for Ross and Doug, Aberdeen is saying that we're going to see a 110% increase in the investments in workforce analytics tools this year. Why do you think that is? Doug, can I start with you?
I think you hit part of it. It's the buzz and it's the synergy as the momentum of this picks up. We were just at a conference a few weeks back, the OHUG conference, and this was a big theme, a big topic. So a lot of it is just the momentum of the conversation. I think the biggest thing for businesses is just the way that business evolves and changes at the speed of which that changes in today's marketplace compared to where we were 20 or 30 years ago. And the analogies that I've used with a lot of my team, if you look at the stock market 30 years ago and you see the trends, they were more like rolling hills. So you had longer troughs, you had bigger ups. Today, it's more the peaks and the valleys, and that's just how quick business changes. And you need that information to be able to make a decision quickly and move the business forward.
Okay. Ross, what about you? Why technology with analytics now? Why is it so important?
Well, I agree with Doug. Responding to the challenges in the marketplace is important, but I think more and more companies are realizing that to compete well in the marketplace, you have to have the right sets of talents to bring to bear in the market, and sometimes you have to change the direction that your talent is going, and you need a different type of talent than you used to bring new products and services to market. So being responsive to the business need is a big reason that's driving the interest in analytics.
And technology with all of the data that people have and they're gathering, the volume of data, technology is necessary, right, to make sure that you can, spreadsheets are not sustainable delivery mechanisms or analytical mechanisms if you're trying to move at the speed that you're talking about. Okay. Doug, I'd like to ask you as an HR leader, what are you helping your managers pay attention to numbers-wise or wish that you could deliver? What are the things that for you HR really needs to be watching?
Well, from our standpoint, I'll speak specifically in the role with CB Richard Ellis. We're still new to just the workforce analytics and the labor information and business intelligence coming out from an HR standpoint. We've grown steadily over the last 10 or 15 years through merger, through acquisition, so you're really busy running the business without really taking time to step back and look at, well, how's the business operating, why the business is going the way it's going. We're a PeopleSoft shop in North America, but our global operations have more off-the-shelf products and Excels and spreadsheets and things. So from ours, it's really learning how to crawl, to learning how to walk, to learning how to run with the information. So we're really starting out with the basics. How long does it take? What's our turnover information? What's our staffing information? How long it takes to staff a position? What's our compensation models look like? Are we competitively compensated in the marketplace? And just getting that baseline information. I think the biggest thing for us from an HR professional standpoint is really working with the business leaders to understand what their business goals, their objectives, particularly with us because we're in multiple lines of business and one line of business manager may have a different goal or different objective than another. It's really sitting down with them and not talking specifically about the analytics, but having a better understanding of exactly what they're needing and what their goals and objectives, and then tying a package together to be able to help them manage that.
Okay. So Doug's talked about what he's focusing on or helping his managers focus on for HR. Scott, can you talk about when people say business intelligence, what areas are really being focused on with business intelligence in your expertise? Because it's a broad scope, but
Sure.
What are you working with these days?
Great question, Lois. So what we see in the way, I guess, to categorize business intelligence is classically by industry and by department and organization. So almost in every group and every industry, there are specific goals and needs, and they've been reporting using Excel for eons. The dilemma and maybe the opportunity now presents itself is there's been a lot of investment in transactional data systems, right? ERP systems and whatnot. So the data does exist more so than ever, possibly, hopefully. And a lot of that has coming to a point where now they want to do something with that information. I think that's one of the things that we're seeing are one of the value reasons that people are investing in business intelligence. The other is, again, it's just demand. I mentioned it earlier, the demand for results and the need without those results, the overwhelming damage an organization can incur by making bad decisions. The last thing I would say is that technology is now available. Truly available. Even 4 years ago, I know Doug mentioned 20 years ago, but it was interesting, even 3, 4, 5 years ago, and honestly still today, most organizations are running their business in spreadsheets, right? And it's amazing today that we go out to organizations and they have Excel spreadsheets that they literally put in the mail before they had email, and they would send these via the mail. We had one client that was actually sending their reports in FedEx. They were spending over $1 million a year just putting, the individual stores had to put the reports in a FedEx envelope and send it to some manager who had to call through them and then send them back, and you can only imagine the time, the cost, and the complexity. And then those are the things that we used to do. Now we have obviously great technology and we can solve those problems much faster.
For the continuation of this discussion, visit acquire.com.